PGV applies to have its permit renewed, what would your position be and why?
When we get to that point where we can consider reopening PGV, I want to be very clear that the permitting process has been taken away from the county. That was done a few years ago by Act 97, and that permitting will be done by the state. So it's going to be a little bit different than when it was first permitted, just pointing that out. My considerations with the Puna geothermal plant are this. It is an older technology and there is newer technology that would be more appropriate in a location like they are located very close to residential neighborhoods. I don't think that's going to change. I think they're going to try and come back and do what they've always done. Now, if that's the case, I can support opposition to that because they have not been a good neighbor. I have lived here all of the 29 years that plant has been in operation since 1989. And I know about the accidents that happened. And I know about the people in the community that were harmed. And this has never been responded to in a satisfactory manner. So, that being said, when this eruption started, May 3rd, one of my first calls was to the plant to see what was being done with the pentane that was stored there, 60,000 gallons. They followed what they said was their EPA-approved evacuation plan, and they parked it on top of the splatter cone, which was a 1955 splatter cone, which, by the way, is not stable. In fact, it's inflating right now. So that would not have served us well if that had exploded. It would have been toxic for a long range around the whole Pahoa area. I wasn't happy about that, and I asked everybody to call the mayor and governor, and shoots, the governor stepped up. And he sent in Tom Travis, who is a prior resident of Kapoho and knows about the geothermal plant. He is also a retired rocket scientist. I felt so relieved when Tom came in. I knew that he would do whatever to make the public safe. The pentane was removed and taken off site, and the wells were sealed to the best of their ability. And that was something that I want to thank our governor for, because we were not able to get that done locally. But as far as PGV coming back online, I've had those discussions with Helco. They're planning a future without PGV. They're not having any trouble keeping the lights on. They've got production capacity. Great! So that's the future. Yeah.
Like Matt pointed out, Puna Geothermal Venture represented 30% of our island's energy. They represented 50% of all renewable power on our island. By 2045, our state, every single island in our state needs to be 100% energy secure and sustainable. We need to take stock at what kind of resources we have here on island. We need to leverage our natural assets so that we have a clean, renewable energy future. Geothermal could be part of that. Do I think it's located in the right place? Absolutely not. Not in a residential location. If we explore it, it needs to be away from any residential area, and it needs to be in a closed loop process. But again, that is something to plan down the road, but it may not be part of our energy future. There are other things, like solar and wind. However, those are intermittent resources, meaning the sun doesn't always shine, the wind doesn't always blow, but guess what? We like to be able to go home and turn on the lights. Battery is not feasible to do on a residential or on a utility scale. We have incredible resources like the power of the ocean. We could do wave energy. We could also consider ocean thermal energy conversion. It's time to get creative. It's time to start getting innovative. Take stock of our resources and leverage that so that we can be secure and get ourselves off dirty oil. Thanks.